it's Danika. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I'm going to be trying out a foundation for you guys. This is a new foundation to me, however, it has been out a while. So I am going to be sharing my thoughts on the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. So basically, I did my best friend Alyssa's makeup and her daughter Rainy. And Rainy brought her own foundation and it was this, and I got a chance to use it on her and see how it applied on her skin, and it looked so good. And then for a little Christmas present, they picked out these shades for me to stock in my kit and try out. So that was so sweet. So we have shades Nude, Creamy Vanilla, and Light Beige, OOBB, 01, and 03. Here are all the shades. Oh, that was close. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these so you guys can see what they look like. So Light Beige, Creamy Vanilla, and Nude. These ones are very, very close. I think this one's gonna be a good like self-tanner shade. And then Creamy Vanilla and Nude. So I am not very tan right now. I have a little bit of tanner on, but per usual, I feel like you can't even tell in the camera. So I think I'm gonna go for the fairest shade. I'm gonna go for Nude. The consistency of the foundation is great. It seems like it's gonna spread really easily, but it also has some thickness to it. So I'm just gonna put this on my hand, and I'm thinking maybe we do this side with a brush, this side with a beauty blender. So let's go ahead and give this a try. I'm just gonna evenly disperse this. I like all my coverage to be down here because I am gonna use concealer in this upper area. Oh, I really like this shade already, I can tell. That's gonna be so nice. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with my sponge. Then I'm gonna go in with my sponge. This is the Shop Miss A Wonder Blender, which I highly recommend. It is such a nice sponge. It has so much give to it. Like, it is so soft. Softer than a beauty blender and softer than the Beaky blenders from Amazon. All right, there is one side of my face with the sponge. Pretty light. Let's go in with a little more coverage on the sponge, as I do want to build this up. Guys, I don't know if you can, let me bring you in. The way this is applying is really nice. Oh, and I forgot to mention I do not have a primer on because I really just want to see how this looks and wears with no primer. It's looking super natural on the skin. Oh, this side is having a rough time. That is pretty. I love this shade of foundation. Oh, guys, I'm just a brush girl, I think. I cannot do concealer without a sponge now. But as far as foundation, a brush just gives you so much more coverage. I feel like you get so much more out of the foundation. The minute I start blending with a sponge, I just feel like my foundation is getting sucked up. And like, as you can see, this is the first time using the brush application, and we already have the same, if not more, coverage with the brush side. This is just an e.l.f. buffing foundation brush, by the way. My go-to foundation brushes, honestly. They're really nice and dense, and they give an airbrush finish, I feel like. Brush side, sponge side. The sponge side definitely looks like skin. This side could be like, is she wearing foundation? Maybe not. This side, definitely have makeup on, but I just got so much more coverage out of that. I want to be full coverage today, so I am gonna just even out this side and get a little more out of it. So my thoughts right now on the foundation, I love the consistency. I love the shade. I did use the shade Nude. Perfect for when I'm more on the fair side. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup. So keep in mind, the center of my face and under my eyes is gonna be full coverage concealer. So when we check back in at the end of the day, we're really gonna be looking at the foundation and then also how it wears with all the products I put on too. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. I am back with my full face of makeup on, but here is how the makeup looks with everything on. I didn't have any problems with products skipping or dragging the makeup or moving the foundation around, so that is good. Everything went on very well. I did set with Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Up close, I did do powder, so I set my entire face with powder, which is usually what I do for foundations anyways. The coverage is nice. Everything went on well. I'm gonna leave this makeup on my face all day, so I will check in with you probably once in a few hours and then at the end of the night as well, so we can see how the foundation holds up. It is currently 1:23. So yeah, we've definitely got a full day that we can get out of this makeup. I don't go to bed till later anyway, so I'm gonna keep it on for a very long time, and we will check in a few hours. It is time for our first check-in. So it is 7 o'clock. So it has been 5.5 hours. I put on the makeup at 1:22, I believe it was. So this is what we're working with. So it looks really good in this area. This area is usually the first to go for me. It fades, it rubs off. This is still very nice coverage, and obviously in this area there's no product except for the foundation. So I'm really happy with that. Same with over here, it's looking good. Up close, a little worn off around this area, but blowing my nose, stuff like that happens. So that makes sense that that did wear there. Forehead still looks good. I will say I look a little bit shiny, but not bad. This is all highlight, of course. Champagne pop, love it, beaming. But you can see the shine right here where there is not champagne pop. So it's a little dewy, but the finish still looks really nice. It's still all there. I haven't touched up one bit. I haven't touched up my powder, lips, eyes, anything. So overall, the makeup is still looking really good for a 5.5 hour check-in. So it's 7 now. I plan on being up for at least another couple hours, maybe even 3. I'm gonna try and do one last check-in before bed and let you guys know my final thoughts on the foundation. Okay, it is 1:04 a.m. So the makeup has almost been on for 12 hours. It's right at 11.5 hours. So it's been a long time. I've been hanging out on the couch and relaxing. I have been kind of like leaning and doing this stuff and like getting lazy. So you'll be able to see I definitely have more wear than I did last time, but still not bad. There's still definitely like coverage and evenness to it. It's not just like bare. Over here looks better. However, I did have less spots. Forehead kind of wearing off a little bit more. So my overall thoughts on this foundation, I'm impressed. For the price point, I like it. I think the coverage went on really nicely. I think it wore nice throughout the day. My skin still looks pretty fresh, and it's been almost 12 hours, no primer. So imagine if you did throw your favorite primer under this, I feel like it would last really well. No weird like balling up, creasing, caking, pilling, nothing weird. Everything is still looking really good. So I'm happy with this. I will definitely continue to use it. It is a good find. If you're in the market for a new drugstore foundation, check out the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And I also feel like it was not like a thick, full coverage. It's a little deceiving because it says it's a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. And I think that kind of turns people off a little bit because they think like heavy. And it's just not really that kind of foundation, but it is full coverage and it does wear so well, which are the two things that I look for. So I am happy with it. I would recommend it. And since it's 1 in the morning, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed now. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you try this foundation out, comment below, let me know what you think. If you have any other foundations in mind that you would like me to try out, comment that below as well. I hope you guys are having a great day so far, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.